Hello, my tribe, everybody out there in YouTube land. I highly recommend this book, this author, Selco Begovic. Anything written by him, absolutely anything. It is gold in the SHTF world. This man has real world experience in living through it. He lived through the Balkan Wars in a city under siege. I'd like to read some of his highlights of this book that I think are really, really important for those of us contemplating SHTF plans. Under a chapter or heading of 5 things people underestimate in SHTF. Number 4 thing is the level of the threat. And I'm just going to read this to you real quick. In SHTF, almost everything is a threat to you. Yes, it is easy to understand threats like sniper, gangs, angry neighbors, etc. But the lack of food, complete lack of hygiene, level of contamination, risk of illness and injury, the dangers of being found, being informed on, being tricked, getting captured, and many, many more make up a larger amount of threats than most ever consider. And that's a true statement. We all think we're just going to waltz through it and have a gunfight every now and then sit around and sing Kumbaya for the rest of the time. But that's not it. When the world has gone wonky and there's no more electricity, every single thing becomes a threat to you. Even your own defecation becomes a threat to you. Hygiene, hygiene, hygiene. Back to it. Just imagine every supply you take for granted, fuel, electricity, water, stores, emergency services, etc., being taken away and you not knowing when it will ever come back. Then imagine the worst person you have ever known, someone you would not trust to help you in any situation. Now imagine everyone around you is that person. Then imagine everything you climb on, through, or over can hurt you, and that everything you touch has the potential to make you ill. Did you get all that? If you do, you are maybe about 40% of the way to imagining the reality. The level of threat is going to be a big shock to you in the beginning. If you survive that shock, it is good because then you get yourself into the mode of real survival. No matter how well you are prepared, you will go through that shock. With good preparation and the correct mentality, you can minimize that shock and make it shorter, and that is the point of preparing. The biggest point of preparing is to have a plan and to have a proper plan. If your plan is to stay in place when the world around you is falling apart, you are in suburbia or urbania, you have planned wrong, and your plans will get you killed. What you have done is created for yourself an Alamo, and that is it. We all know what happened to everybody at the Alamo. No first-hand stories. Why? Because they're all dead. They all died. Every last one of them. Being away from people is your only solution. Okay, 99% of the time it's the only solution. And you're not the 1%. You are not the 1%. You need to be away from people. People behaving badly is going to be a huge, huge thing when we lose the power grid. Read Selco Begovic. Get all of his material. All of it. Read it. It pulls the blinders off of you. And even Selco says he wishes he had left. And his reason for staying was he was 19 years old and he was excited to see what came next. But then when he went through it, he says, my gosh, why didn't I get out when I had the chance? Don't be that guy. Plan properly from the beginning. Proper planning prevents piss poor for performance, especially in SHTF, because the lives of you and your family all depend upon your plans being the right plans the first time through. God bless y'all. Take care.